Hi, BrenTech here, where tech is made simple. So with the rollout of the new Outlook for Windows, which is going to become the default email client for Windows 10 and Windows 11, as many of you may know, and as I have been posting, Proton Mail has posted an interesting article published on the 5th of January, where basically they are calling the new Outlook for Windows a surveillance tool for targeted advertising. And the reason for this is because due to the European Union regulations, Microsoft has to disclose a couple of interesting under the hood, so to speak, advertising and data collection kind of strategies. And this is where now Proton Mail has jumped on the bandwagon. Now we just must keep in mind though that Proton Mail is a competitor of Microsoft, but nonetheless, they have said that with Microsoft's rollout of the new Outlook for Windows, it is appearing, they say in this article, that Microsoft has transformed its email app into a surveillance tool for targeted advertising. They also say that Outlook is no longer simply an email service, it's a data collection mechanism for Microsoft's 772 external partners and an ad delivery system for Microsoft itself. And here's how and why. And for this, we're going to head over to a screenshot provided from that post. And they carry on to say that European users who download the new Outlook for Windows will encounter a new window or modal with a troubling, they call it a troubling disclosure about how Microsoft and several hundred third parties process their data. And obviously this is basically what's going on in this menu. And just to break this all down, the window informs you that Microsoft and those 772 third parties use their data for a number of purposes, including two. And here's a couple of ways they use your data: store and or access information on the user's device, develop and improve products, personalize ads and content, measure ads and content, derive audience insights, obtain precise geolocation data, and identify users through device scanning. So that's more or less what this window is all about, and that's more or less what this window is telling you if you find yourself in the EU. Now, they also mentioned in this post that the latest version of Outlook confirms that more of Microsoft's profit margins are becoming ever more dependent on the collection of your personal data. And Outlook also prompts you to choose how ads look on your screen, making it clear that advertising is a key part of the deal, so to speak. And here we can even see that, although I'm not even in the EU, that I still get an advertisement in my inbox every time I open up the new Outlook for Windows. Now, there's no way to turn this off. You can delete the ad, but the next time I open up the new Outlook, or another ad, a different ad will be waiting for me there in the inbox. And if you do find yourself in the EU, if we head to our settings, on the general page, you'll find a section here regarding advertising. Now, I don't see it because I'm not in the EU. And that's where you can do things like choose your ads, layout, and you can also see the different advertising preferences and so on. So if you are in the EU, if you would be interested, you can head to the general page and it'll be just under search, advertising preferences, and you can go check that out. But it doesn't give you any option to be able to turn ads off, as mentioned. Just gives you a couple of advertising preferences. And at this stage, though, as I mentioned, Proton Mail is a competitor of Microsoft, so they may be interested in highlighting these concerns for obvious benefits. But nonetheless, some interesting stuff going on, especially with this window that pops up when you download and install the new Outlook for Windows in the EU. Just letting you know, as mentioned, that your data is basically being shared with Microsoft's 772 external partners. And as Proton Mail calls it, the new Outlook for email app basically has been transferred into a surveillance tool for targeted advertising. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.